Today in this video I'm going to talk about PowerPoint presentations, and you can see that while I talk, this thing is writing down whatever I'm speaking. So I'm going to show how convenient it can be to make PowerPoint presentations this way. I'm a big fan of PowerPoint. I just love making PowerPoint presentations. There are people who hate making presentations for their seminar or classes, but I kind of dig it. So now, to make PowerPoint presentations, what you can do is either you can write down notes from your books, like if you study the whole book properly, and if, not the book but the chapter properly, and you have handmade notes, you can convert them, you can type it out to make PowerPoint presentations. But we don't have much time to do all that. So what I do is I just copy and paste the whole chapter into the PowerPoint, and then I cut out all the unnecessary words or phrases or stupid sentences from the paragraphs, and then try to convert the sentences into points, and then it looks like a good presentation and it doesn't look like it has been totally copied and pasted from the chapter. Now, to do that, it takes quite a lot of work and it gets boring. I've been doing that for the last 4 or 5 years. Now, what I used to do is, let's say there's a paragraph over here. I'll copy this. I'll do Control C, Control V, then introduction. This goes up here. Now, the points from the book, PDF book, come in bullet points into broken sentences. So what I have to do is go to the next line, do backspace, backspace, space. Now the next point, backspace, backspace, space. So I do this really quick. So I do that, and then I separate the paragraphs into sentences, and then I read it, and then I cut off the unnecessary words and make it into small points so that it looks like a well-made presentation. Now, another way of doing it is, in this keyboard of mine, I don't have the end button, so I can't do that. I'll do this on my laptop keyboard. So instead of going to the next point, you go to the end of the first bullet point. Now I have to press delete. The next point comes up, but then the two words gets combined, so I have to press space. So I have to do, now my cursor is in the middle of the sentence, so I have to press end so that it goes to the it was here, so now it goes over here. So now I do delete. Now the two words are attached again, so I have to press space. Now it's up here, but I need to go down. If I press end, it just goes here. I need to bring it down over here. So what I do now is I have to press down, so it goes like delete, space, down, delete, space, end, delete, space, down, delete, space, down, delete, space, end, delete, space, down, delete, space, end, delete, space, down, delete, space, end, delete, space, down, delete, space. So this way I don't have to use my mouse, because when I did that backspace thing, backspace, space thing, spacebar, I had to use my mouse. But if I don't want to use my mouse, I have to control these 3 or 4 buttons, and it was quite difficult initially. Like, I was slow, but then now I'm like that, as if I'm shooting guns in a war. Anyway, now I found out about this dictate button over here. I don't know if why I never noticed it before. It must have been there, but I never thought I could use it over here. But since yesterday I've been using it and really like it. It can sometimes detect whatever I'm saying totally correctly, and that also including medical terms and anatomy terms and stuff like that. For example, I show it to you. Instead of typing copy, paste and all that, what you can do is, in an iPad or laptop or something, you can put your book on the side, And it's actually very good if you don't have a PDF book and you're actually using a hard copy book. How do you copy and paste everything? So that might get very difficult. So now you can make your notes directly over here. You don't have to put the whole book. You don't have to put the whole book in there. You open your chapter and whatever points you want to put in your notes, just speak it out over here. But then you can't speak or you can't talk to your friends or listen to music and stuff like that in between, because it'll record and type out everything. Let's check it out now. Positioning on the table. Safe and effective positioning of the anesthetized patient also requires good training, appropriate equipment and attention to detail. Full stop. So let me check if it was correct. Safe and effective positioning of the anesthetized patient also requires good training. I didn't hear my comma. Appropriate equipment, attention. Yeah, so I got the sentence correctly. Let's try it one more time. The surgeon should take personal responsibility to maintain safety and to make sure exposure is adequate for the procedure. Full stop. You see? The surgeon should take personal responsibility to maintain. Now it understood my voice perfectly. There were no mistakes. It did not write some of the words I was speaking, and this way, you know, you don't have to do much with your hands. You can just hold the mouse, read your book, and then I want to add some words over here. Now I'll skip a few lines which I don't want to put in my presentation, and then all these actions need to be undertaken before the surgical team scrubs, including any final checks before the patient is prepped and draped. Full stop. When I said full stop, it first thought I'm saying Punjab, but then it then wrote full song, though it recognizes full stop and commas sometimes. Well, most of the time it didn't this time. Please, all these. So I just need to change a few words. This also I can just cut and speak again. All these. All these. Now all these actions need to be done before the surgical scrubs, including any file. Yeah, so this way you can use dictate feature, which I have not yet found in the mobile software in my iPad and my Android phone, but then it's there on the Windows version of this PowerPoint app. I'm using a personal subscription which costs a bit more than 6,000 rupees for a year, and I get 1 terabyte of cloud storage in OneDrive along with it. So yeah, so now I'm actually enjoying making PowerPoint presentations, and sometimes there are some you know, PDFs like this, which is actually made of scanned copies of the book, and I can't really do copy and paste from this, so if I want to convert it into PowerPoint, I can't. I'll have to type everything down. So now this dictation feature makes it really easy, and you let me know in the comments what you think of it. You try, use it, and you also tell me, how do you make your presentations? Do you like to make notes on paper and then put it out on PowerPoint, or do you copy paste and cut like I used to do? And I guess from now on I'll be using this most of the time. But yeah, I need to be at home with no distractions. No other person should be speaking around me. I can't do this in a busy, crowded area where there are lots of voices coming from here and there. So thanks for watching this video. Keep subscribing and watching my videos.